Hey everybody, I am not alone. April will be here. Um, I wanted to go live and everything, but she will be here. She is getting ready. We all know April is she is a beautiful person that needs, she needs to get herself all. She's a little bombshell, that little one. I love her so much. I can't wait for her to join us. In the meantime, if anybody would like a reading, um, let me know. I think what I'll do is maybe I was going to discuss this with April, but what I'll do is I'll share the link in the comments. Now, as you all know, if anybody's not familiar with StreamYard, this is how StreamYard works. There's only so many people that can be in the waiting room in the back, So I'll share the link. If you want a reading, just know that you will be coming on onto the live stream with us. You do not have to show your face, but we will need the mic access so that we can hear you. So I'm really excited. April is, as you all know, she is one of my best friends, which a lot of people would probably say that my opinion is biased, but she became that best friend of mine because getting to know April, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, she literally is one of the most genuine people I know. She holds her gifts very dear to her heart, and she takes them serious. So I have worked with her. I've worked alongside of her. I have done this with her many of times. I've done investigations where she's read the properties of the histories and figured things out that they didn't even know. She's helped with missing person stuff. She's, I've been on investigations with her, and she's read people that are there for the investigation. She just starts, she doesn't shut it off. So she's always given back somehow. And this is one of the ways that April gives back. She comes on Paranormal Brew, shows like mine, and she will do free readings because she loves what she does and she loves the gifts she has. And it shows, but anyway, aside from that, so anyway, I went off there. I am going to get to everybody in the chat. I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm sorry. I just want to get through this because, as y'all know, I have ADHD and I can go, like I am right now, 100 miles a minute and talk about 5 different things. So StreamYard can only hold so many people in the waiting area. I ask that you please be patient because when it's your turn, you're going to get the same attention that anybody else would, given the circumstances and stuff like that. So I believe she limits it to maybe one thing if you have a question. Other than that, it's, we try to get to everybody as quickly as possible. So please be respectful and mindful of that as well. Another thing, before I go to the comments, anybody going to the Gettysburg Battlefield Bash, we will be there. I will be there. April will be there. I think everybody that I consider either a best friend or a close friend, family, whatever, is going to be there. So I'm really excited to see everybody. I'm excited to take some Gettysburg virgins around Gettysburg. That's one of my favorite things to do, is pop someone's Gettysburg cherry. That is what I love doing, because it brings me back to the first time I was there. I when I take people around that have never been there before and I see the certain things that, and they may be different than mine, but you see how it affects people. You're actually getting to see that, it's definitely something that I could probably do for a living because I love seeing how people react to Gettysburg. So I'm looking forward to that. But also I'm speaking at the Bash Saturday, 5:30. I will be speaking with a wonderful panel of people who also do podcasts and stuff like that in the paranormal field. So I know Gina Bankston will be up there with me, Kenny Biddle. There's like about 6 of us, I think, that will be on. So I'm really looking forward to that. I really hope you guys come out. It's Christmas in July themed, so bring Christmas gear. There's a whole bunch of fun stuff going on this weekend, and it's going to be exciting. It always is, and it gets better and better every year. So really quick, let me go to the comments. Hey Chai, how are ya? Thank you, thank you. Hello, dear. How are you? Thank you for coming by. That's me. Hi, Carmen. How are you? Hey, Miss Katie, how are you? Thank you for joining us tonight. Jing, Indonesia. Jing is from Indonesia, everybody. She's a very faithful follower of Paranormal Brew. And anybody else that is associated with Paranormal Brew, she is one of I consider her family, even though we've never met in person. I hope to one day. But she is a wonderful human being. Go look her up. She is Jing. I hope you don't mind me giving you a little plug right now, but she is a famous actress in Indonesia. Her father was also famous musician. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I don't know if he did any acting, but I know you did. But she is a famous actress in Indonesia, and she's a Paranormal Brew fan. Fan. So give a Jing some love. I haven't had the opportunity to give her a shout out the last couple of shows because I've had some intense people on, so it's been quite the thing. How are you, Patty Duke? Love the profile picture. Mike. Oh, speaking of popping somebody's Gettysburg cherry. Ta-da, there's one. I'm going to be taking Mike around Gettysburg. And I think he's I think a couple of people, but Mike is the one that asked me to, it's going to be his first time in Gettysburg, and I'm so excited. I love it. Hi, Anne. How are you? Let's see. How are you? Thank you for joining us. Gettysburg ready. Oh yeah, this even has Gettysburg. It says Gettysburg on the glass. Megan Solstice Shimmer. She makes these. She custom makes anything for you. Tumblers. Oh, April's here. Woo!
Woohoo! Hey!
I'm trying to get through the comments really quick.
I'm like, poor Taryn. My husband's like, that's not right. You did that.
Oh my God, stop it. I was getting the opportunity to just kind of give, I talked about you for about 7 minutes and how wonderful you are.
Oh my God.
I talked about the bash.
That's because we love you.
Yeah, but I love
each other. We love you.
I don't think
we love each other so much.
Like, I don't understand. Like, I'm white or black, right? So there's no gray. There's no in between for me. I mean, I do have some gray, if you want to say a gray category of people where I'm like, cool with, but I either love you or I don't think you exist. Do you know what I'm saying? Like once and I was telling people that, a lot of people probably say that my opinions and comments and my love for you is biased because we're best friends. But I said, we had to get to the best friend part. Like we didn't just wake up and become best friends, even though we secretly loved each other before.
Oh my God, yes. Stalked each other.
We did. We stalked, admittedly, we told each other we stalked each other.
I'm trying to read all the comments.
Yeah. So I said, but I had to get there with her. I said, I've worked with her. I've seen the amazing things she does and how she helps people and how much she loves what she does. And it shows. And that to me is why I love you so much and why you became one of my best friends, because I admire you. I think what you do is amazing. I love what you do for people. And to be honest with you, it is a little bit of, it's therapeutic for me, even though you don't read me, you know what I mean? And
yeah,
we're so close, and that's
why I know my husband yells at me all the time because I told him
no, I don't.
No. It's like I teach my students because the left side of our brain is the logical and the right is our psychic, creative side. If I'm reading somebody I love, it's hard. Like, just say like, oh, I see a health condition or something, which I rarely see anything bad. But my mind, my logical side's going to kick in and say, oh, nothing's going to happen. Taryn is my best friend.
Right. No, I get it. This is what I was going to say. Because I don't need that, because seeing you and watching you in person via podcast, whatever it may be, seeing you make people have those comforting, happy cries because you are connecting for without a doubt with their loved one, because you're saying things that nobody else would know. You
Yeah,
know,
your friend Tony that I became friends with. That
yes. I
I
mean, he's in love with you. He's like, how does she know that? I said, listen, you're preaching to the choir. I'm sold. I'm a fan. Like, but what I was gonna say is seeing all that stuff, it's therapeutic for me. Like,
yeah.
it gives me peace of mind that I'm not
I think a
crazy.
lot of
I
people
know
like
my
too
dad's
much.
yeah,
Yeah.
my dad's here because if you're able to connect with their loved ones and stuff, I know that my dad, as close as we are, and the bond that we have, there's no way he wouldn't use the opportunity to somehow show. I know he's here with me. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So that just helps validate for me personally, like seeing you work. You know what I mean?
Did you get in trouble when you were a kid
Oh yeah.
with something from him? Wait, wait, wait. Like I don't know if you were put in your room in a corner and you did something with like crayons or writing on something.
I did a couple of things. Well, my stepmom found my diary and read it to my dad.
No, you were really little
Okay.
when
Um,
this happened. But one he's saying is like when you were getting in trouble, he was giggling to himself.
oh
Like
yeah.
because it's so funny. Like, how can you not laugh? Because you're so adorable. It's like you get in trouble, but it's things that it's harmless that you didn't mean.
Yeah. Yeah. And my brothers will, they will attest to that because, they always said they would get in trouble and get grounded and get everything. He would yell at me, and, um, 20 minutes later, they're like, here, honey, I'm sorry I yelled at you. Here's some money. You can go to the mall.
He's saying he would like laugh, like he was holding in laughter at some of the shit that you would do. I know one of the things is like with crayon. I don't, or I think it was like spiteful.
Okay. I'll have to remember. I'm sure.
I feel like you did some like after you get in trouble, you do something spiteful.
Yes. Yes.
So I don't know if you like drew on something of your stepmother's or your trying to think what he's
I,
but he had a good sense of you. Like he really
I
didn't like
wrote, I wrote, I wrote on my walls.
that. Yeah, that's his.
I
But he got
don't know why that took so long to, you know what I mean?
listen.
But it was so long ago. You know what I mean? Like,
People get psychic amnesia because you're ready to hear something else that's so obvious. Oh, like I don't know. Dad used to dress up in a Santa Claus Santa Claus suit, and people think like when they go to see like when I do shows, they're like they have one thing in mind what they want. Like I was with Sam Baltrusis this weekend. We did the Spirit Squad, so I was showing people how I do uh, gallery readings. So I have these two women. I know I'm talking to the one lady, and I'm picking up an uncle. I actually saw a guy walk in and sit next to them, and he was walking like he had like polio or something. He had those two braces on, like he could like trying to walk.
yeah.
And I heard his name was like Chuck or Charles. So I'm telling her, she's like, no, no. And I'm in the middle of it. I'm like, all right, I'm going to come back to you. And I start reading somebody else. She goes, oh my God, my uncle Chuck had polio, and I think I told him how, like, he passed from a heart attack, and then, but see, you forget it because you were like, you had your mind set on something else going, hey, Wes, what's going on?
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Um,
He's talking about my name in the brick because I got
oh, yeah.
my name engraved. Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm so hot today.
You are hot. Look at you.
Oh, no.
Red going on, and then you look sexy.
Ooh, thank you. I love wear red, sexy red.
All
I
right.
can't wait to see you this weekend.
I know. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. I am like fiending for my friends. I'm not even kidding. There's Hottie Kyle.
Oh,
You get
hi,
so embarrassed.
Kyle. Love Kyle.
Let me see. Gettysburg. They should make me their mascot.
No, the mayor.
Yeah. What was that? All right.
Knock it off, Rob.
So I told everybody I was going to try to get to some of the comments, right? We have 33 people watching. I figured I would, now is this how you would do it? I said I would send the link. I put the link in the comments. I told people it only allows so many
Yeah,
people
yeah.
in
I
the
know
back.
I
And we'll,
haven't done my show in so long. Remember how the people would get pissed off because the backstage would be full.
yeah. So just so you guys know, I told everybody, I said we will try to get to everybody as quickly as possible. And also, um, you know, we're gonna keep it to like a one question type thing.
Yeah, yeah.
I
I
figured you,
can guarantee somebody's going to come through because we're going to be going so fast. So,
yeah. I don't know
so
what that was.
what the hell was that?
I don't know.
Shut up. Get the hell off of here.
I'll give it one more chance, in case like I don't remember,
Oh my God. Hi, Patricia.
Mama, 2 books.
Hi, Jason. There's my friend Christina. Christina's, I read her so many times. And I remember somebody coming through that drowned. And I think your husband almost drowned, but somebody did drown.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Does April's own family come through to you?
That's a funny thing. I was just talking about that. I always say, like, people say, why don't my family come through? Because if you would just see your family, like, an apparition of like your mother, it will bring you back to the beginning of your grieving period and might even make it worse. Like, so like with my mom, when I went through this, my mom came to me in a dream, and that was only the one time, but I'm telling you, I was hysterical. I was beside myself. I was not right for months from that. But she will send me songs. But I will tell you, I had my stepdad, who I had such a horrible relationship with, always shows up for me. And I can physically see
Really?
him.
That's interesting.
I had every time I have like an operation or something, he's always there next to me.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
interesting.
it is.
Do you think it's out of guilt? Do you think it's out of guilt?
At the end we made up. We made up, and he apologized for everything, and it formed a bond at the end. Like, I fought for him hard while he was in the hospital.
Yeah.
You know, while he was dying. So he really we built a loving relationship like within a year.
Now,
And
can you foresee stuff like that?
not when it's family.
Do you
And
think you block it like
well,
subconsciously?
then because then I totally did. Like, I'm out partying with my friends and stuff.
Yeah.
Um, um, I'm trying to. So no. Do I foresee things? No, but I will tell you, my husband will say, "Why don't you read people while you're out?" A lot of people don't like to be read, and I don't want to do that. It's like
Yeah.
I don't want
I
to be
did
weird
see
out.
something on TikTok that was really like it was sad, and it said this is why you always ask if someone would accept a
Yeah,
reading, because this woman just started talking and somebody was videotaping it, and she was saying something about it must have been her son
yeah,
that was, I guess, shot and killed. At the end of the day, you find that out, but she's reading her and she's at work. So she's like talking to this woman while she's working, and all of a sudden the woman just breaks down, starts crying, and goes in the back. And she's like, "Oh, tell her I'm sorry. I was just," and then somebody else came out mad. They're like,
yeah,
"What are you doing?" You
yeah,
know? And they're like, "Well, I'm a psychic medium, and somebody was coming through for her, and they're like, she wants you to leave. You're upsetting her. She
yeah.
wants you to leave."
You don't do. I tell people don't do. And it's just invading somebody's privacy. I wouldn't like. And then you have you frauds too. Like, I had somebody come up to me at the mall, pulling that BS. And me going, I'm a psychic and I see a J around you. And I'm like, well, there's a lot of J's. I see
Yeah.
you going through a hard time. Well, not really. But you know what? I'll tell you. So it's funny. So my husband,
Oh.
2 times my husband did this to me. He said, why don't you see what's going on in the world? What's going to happen? So I'm like, no, I don't. I'm opening up a can of worms. I really don't want to do that. It's not my thing. I'm not getting into that.
Right.
But one day I woke up and I said, all right, let me try this. I'm like, all right, guys, give me something that's going to happen today. and I hear active shooter.
Wow.
Wait, it gets better.
Oh, yeah.
Then
Go
they
ahead.
show me my daughter, but I hear she'll be far away. I said, "Oh my God, I'm so angry. I imagine this. Da, 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 this is not going to happen." See, so anyway, later that night, 9 o'clock at night, my daughter calls me at 9 o'clock, and I pick up the phone. I'm like, "Hey, Mom, there's an active shooter, but we're far away." That's exactly what she said to me. I fell to my knees.
That is insane.
Then I went to my husband and I called him mother effer. Don't you? Because I don't know when it's going to happen. I don't know
Right.
where it's going to, you know what I'm saying?
And
And,
isn't that crazy though? Like, I mean, thank
but I knew
God.
she'd be all right. I knew
Right.
if it was real, she would be all right. But then another time he's like, well, you know what, the reading of people. So like, so I said, no, I'm not, I don't want to do that. Because when I'm out like doing my thing. I want to be me. So I said, one day I'm going to get my hair done. And I walk in, I said, all right, I'm going to try and pick up somebody. Let me see if I can pick up something. So I walk in and I pick up, somebody just lost a dog. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to ask this girl. So the girl's washing my hair. And I said, hey, do you have any animals? She's like, no. I'm like, oh, well, that's not working out. All of a sudden, this guy sits down next to me. The girl's washing. And she's going, how you doing? She goes, I just lost my dog. I'm like, I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Yeah. And then I'm seeing the dog. It's a little brown, like a fluffy dog. And he was describing and he's showing pictures. And I'm like, oh my God, that's the dog I saw. But I'm like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this.
Oh, so wait, what would a dog ever show you where it's at? Because that'd be the only thing I would call you up like, April. Eris got out. Tell me where he's at. I'm like, tap into something. I don't care. Tell me where he's at. All right, so there's a couple questions. Do you want to do the questions first, or do you want to do readings and then we do some questions?
I don't care, whatever you want to do.
How about, I'm going to send the link. How about we do a couple readings and then we'll take a break and then we'll answer some questions and then we'll go back to doing a couple more readings.
I love April, you from the East Coast.
Yeah, that's one of the questions.
I am from New Jersey.
Can you tell she's got that New York, almost that it's North Jersey. It's like everything. North Jersey has a little bit of South Jersey and they have a little bit of Philly-ish South Jersey, which where I'm from.
Somebody said
New York.
From The Sopranos. Oh my God, what was Tony Soprano's doctor's name when she's famous? A famous actress.
Oh yeah.
I was just watching The Sopranos. What's wrong?
Did it start with an M?
Melfi. Dr.
Yes,
Melfi.
Dr. Melfi.
And I'm like, oh my God, I do sound like her.
Well, we have Scotland, UK, Indonesia,
Massachusetts. I was just in Massachusetts.
Oh, Dustin. I am so proud of Dustin. I am so proud of Dustin. The reenactments were amazing.
I know you were telling. Dustin actually called me up telling me how great it was and how great you were.
He did a great job. I will support him 1,005,000,000% anytime he does it.
Oh yeah,
amazing.
He's just a great guy.
Let's see, New Jersey.
Jersey, Patty.
Oh, here's a question. Have you ever met Teresa?
No, but I'm gonna tell you a story. This is funny. Her and I would get along great. I do. I have met John Edward. Of course, Cindy Kazar, because I was on the Holzer Files. Who else? Oh my God, I'm trying to think. Who else have I worked with?
Nola.
Anyway, wait. Now I forgot. I was going to tell you a funny story, and it went out of my head. Hence, this is why I dye my hair blonde. What were we talking about? I was just going to tell you a story.
You were going to talk
about this one. All right, so I'm doing this private party for this group of women that I do every year. So this woman walks in and she looks at me and she's like, "Oh, you're not the Long Island medium." So I'm like, "Oh, great, here we go. This is not going to be good." So she sits down. And I'm like, "All right," and I'm thinking to myself, "All right, guys, give me something good because this lady's going to be a bitch." And I could see the puss on her face because I'm not Teresa Caputo. I don't know who told her Teresa Caputo was coming. But anyway, so I'm sitting there. I said, "All right." I said, I started picking up a mail. I said, "Is this your husband?" And she said, "Yes, her husband passed." I said, so I'm saying to him, "Give me something good that's undeniable," So I said, I hear him. He's asking me to ask her about her shoes. Like something weird was wrong with her shoes. So I said, he's telling me to ask you about your shoes. So all of a sudden she holds her leg up, and it's brown pair of loafers. Like we all have loafers. And I said, "Oh my God, those aren't weird or anything. I thought they were going to be like all different colors." She goes, "They're his." I said, okay. This is,
Wow.
but she continues to say, she goes, "If you really want to impress me, tell me what I ate yesterday." I said, "We are done. Goodbye.
Oh,
Here's the door." She was begging me to keep going. I'm like, "No, you just ruined the connection."
it's so crazy. Like, for me, if you're going, like, it's almost like they're going in there not for any
It's
personal
okay.
help or anything. They're going in there just purposely to try to like prove it wrong, And if you're already going in with that whole feeling,
I don't care. I've read skeptics before. I just read this guy the other.
everybody's saying where they're from. So
Oh,
Mary
oh,
says, "Are we also representing Montana?" Sorry. Let's see. Hey.
oh, hey, Robert, how are you?
Yeah, a long
I
time.
was just thinking about him.
Yeah. Hey.
Hi,
All right. So I'm gonna share.
Rachel.
Where
That's
is
the
she?
third part of our besties, right?
Where is she?
She's
Oh,
getting
there she is.
she's getting the rig ready. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because I go by April, the psychic housewife in New Jersey. I don't know what the problem was, but that was good evidence. And if we would have kept going, it would have been so great. Her husband had so much to say. But also, I do psychic readings. A lot of my readings are psychic readings where I advise businesses too. Um,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, everything you do is all. I mean, there was a question. I'll ask it since we're going that route. But somebody said solved. Wait, where is it? Hold on. Let me go to the stars. Solved a murder. I don't know. I don't know if that.
no, I have not done that. I really don't want to do that. I think I'm going to do that later on after my
But you have done it. You have. You've.
yeah, but
Well, not.
I've helped locate people, but I'll tell you what I do, and everyone's going to know my little secret. But people will ask me for help for locating somebody. I do not want to get involved with any type of murder or anything. But and I'll have them send a picture of the person that's missing. If I know that they are passed, I will not do it because I am not going to be the one to tell them. I can.
I mean, it gets tricky with stuff
It
like that
does
because
because you
then,
know what? It puts me in a bad situation because if I'm not working directly with the police, that can make me a suspect. You know what I'm saying?
right? Yeah, for sure.
I just and I gotta tell you, and I learned this from Lisa Williams, because we were talking about that. It does become dangerous because one time, I did. Oh wait, I did out a murderer. I did. Wait, I'm
I
gonna tell you that.
remember. I was going to say you did do
Yeah,
that, but
I did.
it kind of came all out.
It
Like
was
it
live,
wasn't.
and I would never do when people do that to me live. I always say, "Listen, I will talk to you later after the show because I'm not going to do this publicly." Um, but Lisa Williams outed a murderer, and they went after her. She had to have security for a long time, and the
Yeah.
person came after her, showed
Right.
up at one of her shows, and went to go after her on stage. Thank God
Yeah.
she had security. She hired security just because of that. But
Yeah,
I
well, I
will.
understand it, but the simple reason to that is like if you're gonna say like I don't give up, like then I mean it's better to not even know than to be pulled into something like that and put into that type of a situation. So
You know what happened? Yeah, somebody. I'm gonna put the video up, guys. It was last year I did this. A girl came on. I have my live show. I haven't done it in so long. Sorry, guys. I've been so busy. I'm traveling all over doing like shows now, doing gallery readings. I just sold out my first show. And I have a waiting list, but I'm gonna do another one in August. So Taryn, you have tickets waiting for you always, always.
I love
Oh,
you.
oh. So anyway, so I'm live. I'm talking to this girl comes on, and I think I asked her what she wanted to know. I forgot what she was saying. I started going on right away. I kept seeing paperwork that had to be filled out, and they didn't want to do it. And there was something around this paperwork, and this is what's drawing me into it. I am picking up information in little bits. So I'm trying to solve this puzzle with the help of them. I'm giving the information I'm getting, so they have to help me too. So I said, "What's with the paperwork?" And da da da. We go on to something else, but I said, "No, it's still something with the paperwork. I have to sign this paperwork. It's on your table." She goes, "Well, we have to fill in an affidavit because they found her aunt passed away." Soon as she said that, I connected right away, and I said, "Oh my god!" You can see my face. I'm like, "Oh my god!" I said, "There's a family member involved in this, and I know this family member's the murderer."
Right.
And I said, and I see them with a male too. It was a female and a male with her. And I said, "Somebody's out waiting in the car." I said, "This is caught on camera." And but the girl wound up erasing it. But I said, "You can get in the cloud." The girl wound up getting arrested, but I outed this girl. Like, and I didn't mean to do, because after I do,
Right.
I'm like, "Oh my god!" I went against what I wanted. I don't want to get involved in this, and I did
Right.
this live. But it's too late. She's in jail now. The girl, for the murder of her mother,
That's so crazy.
and she had her
I think
boyfriend help her. But I saw the whole thing. I saw them coming in. Her and her boyfriend. There was somebody waiting outside. Oh, and then I picked up. I said she was forging paperwork. She was taking loans out after she's dead.
oh
And
wow.
right before too, she was just trying to collect on this money. But she was arrested, and I kept saying it's on the cameras. She said no, she erased everything. I said no, it's in the cloud. You can get it from the cloud. Tell the police to go, to contact the company. They got the information, they got the video of her. She was the last one there to go. So I'm going to post that video.
Yeah. Uh yeah. So Hillary, who will also be at the bash this weekend, she's a very good friend of mine, sister family. I love her. They own the Inn at Lincoln Square. She owns the Inn at Lincoln Square in Gettysburg.
We
Um,
should go visit her.
well, see, she just said April should come to
Hillary, we're
our.
coming to you.
We're coming to the Inn at Lincoln Square. If anybody's watching and goes to Gettysburg, I'm telling you, it's where I have my Class A EVP
Wait, that's
from.
that really beautiful building, right? That with the
Where,
columns.
no. It's
Oh,
on the square. And when you step out of the Inn at Lincoln Square, it's actually next to the Blue and Gray. Um, that's a bar, like a sports
yeah.
bar
Well,
kind
you
of place.
know everything. I don't.
Yeah, and then when you walk out, the famous Lincoln statue is like right, straight ahead from that, right there. And then my brick is diagonal from that. So I'm all in the same vicinity of the Lincoln Square, but it's my favorite
We're
place.
gonna we're gonna bury you in the middle of Lincoln Square. You know that
Bury me in Gettysburg. I want to be buried right in there.
with all your animals.
I tell everybody, I'm like, if I get cremated, throw my ashes off a little round top. That's where I want to be.
I
Let me
know. You
see.
know what? We have to stop by and visit Hillary. She's so
I,
pretty. I love your picture, Hillary.
yes, I know. Isn't she gorgeous?
She's gorgeous. Get
Um,
out of here, Hillary. No.
Wait, I can't find her comment now. Oh, there we go. All right. So let me share the link so we can get a couple people in. There
Yeah.
I have everybody's questions starred. There's a lot of questions.
Yeah. If I don't look at you, I am scribbling.
I'll share the EVP on Paranormal Brews page. It's awesome.
Oh my God. She's the queen of friggin' EVPs.
And you know what's crazy about that one? And this was at the Inn at Lincoln Square. It was just me and my boyfriend at the time. I'll say it really quick so I can get people on here. But it was just me and him. We had the whole inn to ourselves. So we had free. Nobody else was staying there. They said, "Go ahead, investigate." So there's this. We're shutting the lights off and setting equipment up, and I heard something. You know me with my ears. I'm like, "What was that?" And he's like, "What was what?" And I'm like, sitting there listening because I'm hearing something. I'm like, "Is the TV on?" And he's like, "No, but the cable box is on." So the TV was off, but the cable box on. But you couldn't hear any. You don't hear anything coming out of a cable box. When I listen back to that part, I go, "What was that?" And right before he goes, "What was what?" And then right before I say, is the TV on, you hear, are you trying to sleep? As if another woman was standing in the room with us. She was loud. She had depth. There was, and as she's finishing sleep, I start asking my question. I'm like, is the TV on? So you hear our words overlap. So you know it's
Yeah,
not,
yeah, yeah. I love when that happens.
but I didn't hear it with my bare ears.
No, that's the best
That
when it
loud.
overlaps the talking in the background, so you know that it's
Well,
not you guys.
but I mean, like, I didn't hear it with my ears. Like, I
Yeah,
normally thinking
you
something that
normally
loud.
do. Because
Yeah.
when we were with Danger at that other what is the Columbia Inn? That
Hmm.
was crazy. That was
Hmm.
freaking crazy. She got one of the best EVPs. And you know what's funny? All right. So this is I think after me. They bring me upstairs and I'm, picking up stuff. I walk in, I feel like there's hundreds of little kids around me touching me.
Yeah.
So I start to walk into this other room and all of a sudden I feel like I'm being choked out. Like as soon as I try to cross the threshold into this room, I feel like I'm being choked out, but not by hands. It was weird. And I'm
Yeah.
choking and I'm like, I get physically pushed back. Like I'm being pushed back because something's on my neck. So it turns out a woman was hung out that window for abusing these small orphan children. But you caught an EVP
So
of what?
yeah, when I was up there, now I'm not a psychic medium. I am an investigator, but I was we were they found like shoes and stuff like that, and so we kind of knew it was like it was an orphanage or something at one point.
Yeah,
And so I was up in the attic, and the rumors were that they would keep the kids up in the attic. I don't know how true this is, but this is what one of the stories is, right?
well, you proved that.
So I'm up there, I'm sitting Indian style, and it was just me and another gentleman up on in the attic, and I just had my hand. I was sitting Indian style, I had my hand out, and I said, "Can you come over to me if anybody's up here?" I was like, "Just come over to me and come talk to me and my friend, and we're not going to hurt you." And I'm quiet, but and then all of a sudden, what the heck is happening?
I'm. That was me.
Okay,
Wait, what
sorry.
happened? Hey, Chris.
Hi, Chris. So like, I thought I heard something, and I'm like, if that's you over there, can you just come over to me? And when you listen back, I thought I heard,
Is that the cat by you?
yes, she wants me to play fetch with her. She
Oh,
does this
okay.
every time I have my show. Um, that's her way of telling me. Um, let me shut my door.
Can I say something? Sanders has the Sleepy Hollow Paracon coming up. Can't
Oh
wait
yeah.
to see you, Chris. And hopefully, I'll see you this weekend. We'll see Chris.
So I thought I heard I'm scared, right?
Yes.
And I go, did you just hear that? Did you just say that? Did you hear that? And I yelled down to you guys. I'm like, did anybody just say that? Did anybody? It was a whisper though, so I knew it. But for me, I gotta ask everybody.
Yeah.
And I stopped my recorder, rewound it. Sure enough, it was there.
It was a child, right?
Yeah, you hear like a little girl say, "I'm scared" on the recorder.
Let me tell you something about Taryn. If she feels that if an EVP is tainted because of talking or anything, she will trash it, even if it was an awesome EVP.
Yeah.
But I was down below, so it was quiet because I was still around.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah.
But I remember you coming down, and you actually heard the voice as she heard it with her own ears as it's being said.
Yeah.
I've been with you. I don't hear it. You hear it.
Yeah. And one thing I can say is I am confident in that part of my ability with investigating, because there are so many people that I can think of that have witnessed what you did. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Even in Gettysburg when I was with SRS Paranormal, they witnessed it, because I heard something with my ear, and right away I rewound it, and they're like, what the hell? Like, how did you hear that? So it does. All right. Enough about me.
She's very in touch with, with her clairs and her clairsentience, like with clairaudience.
Yeah.
With hearing. It's amazing. And that is truly a gift.
Yeah. And it came out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Like all of a sudden, I can't even recall when it started. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But then it was just, increased. All right. I'm going to share the link.
Share the link. Share the link.
Here's the link. to come on if it ever comes up. Come on. I hit enter. Okay, there it is. So, like I said, it's first come, we're not doing it in any order. Just click the link if you want to come on, allow mic and camera access. April, I said you didn't really mind if the video's off, or do you want the video on?
Oh, it doesn't matter. You don't have to. As long
You
as
just need the sound.
you can shut the video off. You can put the camera up. I just want to have it in real time, because when you're sitting there waiting for somebody to reply.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, however people pop up in the backstage, we're going to pull you up. And again, they're going to, Christine, go to Paranormal Brew's page. You'll be able, because if you're on my personal page, I don't think you can see a lot of the stuff. Let me put it up here. But you got to click on the link. So go to Paranormal Brew's page, and the link will be there. No, you have to come on, but you don't have to have your video on, but you need to have your mic on so she can hear you and you guys can talk. All right, we're going to get to the first person, and they're not going to be very long. One question or just, whatever you have. And then, because we want to try to get to everybody as much as
I've seen a little girl that was very sick, very sickly from the get-go at a young age. And I feel like there's a C or a K name attached to it, like Caitlin. It doesn't have to be the name of the deceased. It could be somebody that's alive.
Okay. Well,
if anybody recognizes that.
Okay. All right, let's bring our first on. Stacy.
Hey.
How are you? Thank you for joining us.
I didn't think it'd be first in line. That's weird.
You were
Look
first.
at you.
Yeah, it's the first time I get to talk to you, April. I see you all the time with Rob at Get Haunted Crew.
Oh, God, I love them. Yeah.
Yeah, it's, first time I get to talk to you. This is cool.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm zoned out because I'm trying to. I hear you talking, but I'm like in and out. I'm like.
That's all right.
Wait, Are you doing work on your house? Or.
What's that?
Are you doing work or working construction? I see.
Well, my house is a constant work of art. It's under construction at all times.
Okay, because I keep seeing somebody building, working.
Yeah, my kitchen.
Digging in the land. I feel like I'm digging into the land.
Yeah, that would be plumbing. It's an old house, so
no, I know, never ending, right? But we love there's a house in what town is that? I don't know. It's by the mall here in New Jersey. It is so spooky looking, but it's so cool. I'm like, but it's right on the corner, like by 17. So it's like in a sucky place. But the house, I'm going to find how I could park somewhere to get to this house.
Let's do it.
Anyway, I keep seeing your house under construction. You're a bit of a perfectionist, but also you procrastinate with this never-ending building.
Yeah, it's because there's always something to do, and the honey-do list is really, really long.
But it's going to be beautiful. But you did have problems with the plumbing, right? Because I feel like you had to be careful with the foundation water going underneath.
Yeah, is exactly it.
Yeah.
Busted pipes. And in Louisiana, the ground is not really solid. The water table is like 3 or 4 feet deep. So you're basically floating on peat moss, and your house is always shifting. And
all right. That's what I'm seeing. Like, I don't know where you're from. So
yeah, I'm in Louisiana. So
I can't go there because my hair will frizz. Okay. No. But wait, girls, wait a minute. There is a $200. Well, if you go onto Amazon, I just found it's usually $250. It's only $200. It's called the Steam Pod by L'Oreal. It's a flat iron, but it puts steam in it, and it makes your hair.
I don't know how to do my hair.
But it's supposed to withstand frizzing.
Yeah, I don't have that problem.
I think I might have that problem, but I don't know the first thing about hair. So growing up with 6 brothers, I was G.I. Joe and climbing trees.
Well, my question is cliche. It's about money. I have investments that are due to pay out before the end of this year, and I'm just curious whether or not that's actually going to work out the way that I think.
Some of it will, but I'm seeing others in 2026.
Okay.
I know that's going to piss you off. I'm sorry. But you're still, listen, you have luck with you. You're the, like I like to call the money flow people. The money that keeps coming in, it goes out, it keeps coming in, going out. It's like, but you always attract money coming in. You always attract money coming in. So I'm not worried about you.
Okay. Well, I have Lucy in the football syndrome. Every time I get a little bit of money put together, Lucy, something comes along and takes the football
Yeah,
away.
yeah. But you'll always continue to have money coming in. But do you have your own business?
Yes, I actually teach
Wait.
remote viewing and who to
Oh,
encounter
you're
online.
not Stacy. Okay.
Yeah.
Stacy, you're going to be doing something else.
Okay.
I
Like what?
I don't know. I see the business splitting. I'm doing two things.
Well, one of the things that I want to do is actually get into the race car industry.
Mm.
That's the Talic Motorsport. That's me.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. My nose is so itchy. I see another business bringing in income for you.
Well,
There
that would
you
be
go.
awesome.
There's your 2026 income
Yeah.
coming.
But no, his money, your money's going. Some of the money's going to be coming in. Some of the money's going to come in. The rest, like by 20. I'm not saying in 2026. By 2026, like there's going to be really great movement of. What are we in 2023?
Yeah.
So, 24, yeah. It's going to be flowing. Don't worry. It's going to be. Money always flows to you, Stacey. It always flows to you. It's like you remind me of Capricorn. Capricorns are like that. I'm sorry, I'm scribbling. This helps me.
That's fine. Where did you learn remote viewing from? Was somebody teach you?
No, I just picked it up. I just all of a sudden started. Like I would somebody would call me to go somewhere, or tell me about someone. Or just say, hey, my friend has a house that's on, and all of a sudden I would be there. So I started connecting. And so, but it's weird. I started connecting with the spirits because the Conjuring House did that to me. It's weird. So sometimes, like, I feel like I'm being taken over. I was driving and I'm on the phone. I'm a mile away from the Conjuring House, and I am looking through this woman's eyes, seeing what's going on from another time. But I could see, I could drive. I was fine. I can communicate, talk on the phone, but I'm seeing everything. It was insane.
Yeah, it's by location. It's crazy when that stuff happens. You just
I did. You know what? I did try learning the CIA way.
I teach. That's what I teach.
Which was fun, but mine just kind of went off in it more on its own. I know I actually taught a class on it, but how I do it, like just how I started doing, how I learned, I just automatically will connect to the energy. So when somebody's talking to me, I will bing, all of a sudden, like I'm connected. I'm like, and I'm zoned out. I'm connected to the energy that you just said. You name somebody, like saying Lucy, and all of a sudden, okay, Lucy's having heart problems or something like that. I'll start connecting right away. I'm connecting to the energy. But I love the CIA way too. Like it's really cool. Like,
well, I've tried to tell Taryn through chat and stuff that she needs to learn that method, because one of the side effects is that it reduces ADD. It teaches your brain to actually withhold a thought for longer periods of time, and you control the shift. So your brain
I'm going to take your class. Let's take it together.
Yeah.
I heard wonderful things about you, Stacey. Wonderful things from Rob and Sarah. So
thank you. But Taryn she would be good at it only because she has the ADD, and it would give her the ability to bring some control to it rather than using antipsychotic drugs or whatever it is. It puts it back in your own hands.
Yeah.
And it's a method. So.
Yeah. I'm down to try anything for sure.
I forgot what I was saying. I know. Well, I start shopping in my head, so that's ADD.
All right. Are we? I don't mean to cut. I definitely want to connect. I don't mean to cut. I just want to.
Yes. Gina's asking if you're a shaman. I'm a shaman too. I belong to a tribe.
Yeah, I am. I'm a polyambish. Yeah, I'm a Palo Mambo shaman.
Yes.
So
We're gonna
You
have
know,
to hook up sometime and talk.
excellent.
wants to know who taught you, Stacy.
Ed Dames. I went and stayed with him for 2 weeks, and it was a brutal 2 weeks because
Yeah.
he teaches it like a drill sergeant.
Yeah. That's how I like it. I like to be beat up. I really do. I
Wow.
like meow.
Oh, we digress.
All right, I'll jump off. Let you guys.
Stacey, it was so nice talking to you.
Yeah,
Yes.
and
Thank
finally.
you for coming on. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
we definitely got to hook
Yeah,
up.
we'll
sometime and
hook up. We'll hook up.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Stacy.
See you later.
All right. You ready or you need a minute?
Cheers. Let's go.
Cheers. Let's do it. I wish I could help you.
Oh my God, I love your glass.
Boop.
I keep
All right, ready?
glasses.
Here we go.
Mm-mm.
Patty, are you there, babe? You're muted.
I'm here.
All right, here we go.
Hi,
Sorry
Patty.
about
How are you?
I'm crazy because I got a puppy. Look,
Mhm.
say hi.
I love puppies. Hi, baby.
Say hi, Callie.
Oh,
Hi,
baby.
honey.
She's
Oh
an Aries, so she drives me
Oh,
nuts.
like me.
I love
April 6th, she's an Aries. So I have a question. I don't know whether or not my cousin's father passed away a few years ago, and she's just been distraught about it, missing her dad. And I'm like trying to get her to follow you and things like that. And I didn't know if there's a way if you can
Yeah, it's easy.
see
when
him or
you
can.
talk to them.
I
Yeah.
know it's talk to them. I mean, he wasn't. It was her dad. He's was my cousin's, husband. So he wasn't blood related. But I didn't know if there was anything.
Yeah, it's hard when it's not them and they're like so far away.
Yeah, there's no connection.
Yeah, wait a minute. I just want to. I'm sorry, my daughter's just asking me something.
That's okay.
Let me see. All right, I'm just trying to see. I'm trying to see if I can pick up something.
Yeah,
Because I would need.
she's been through so much in her life, and it's just.
But I would need a connection with
Yeah,
her.
with her. Yeah.
To the energy. I don't know if he had upper chest stuff and the stomach area.
I believe he had cancer, like stage.
My stomach hurts, and in my chest area, like I feel like they might have been in this area too, like in this top of the stomach, in the stomach, into the chest area. I know my heart's being affected. I know I'm having like problems eating. Yeah, we have to connect to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish she would come on. So
yeah. I kept tagging her earlier, and sending her the link. I don't know if she's on or what she's doing.
Because I need her energy to connect with her person. So
okay,
all right, Patty.
All right. Good seeing you. Hopefully I can get to Gettysburg next year. I can't do it this year with the puppy.
Yeah, you got to do it sometime.
Yeah, I will, definitely.
All right, hon.
All right, hon. Take care.
All right. Anne
again, Anne. I haven't seen you in so long.
Oh, April. Hi, April. I missed you. Hi, Taryn.
How are you?
Hello. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. I will try to be quick.
Yeah, because I want to try to get to as many people as possible. I got to get ready for Gettysburg.
Huh?
I got to get ready for Gettysburg.
Sure.
Yes.
Remember, April, a few months ago, you told me that there is a man that you saw for me in August. I'm going to see that gentleman. Actually, I've seen him before in August. His name is John. I was wondering if this is the man that you saw. Nothing will come out of this friendship with John.
Well, I see him being very like flirty with you, very attentive towards you. Is he older?
He is. We have an age difference, but I'm looking for romance, not just for friendship.
No. I feel like this is more of romantic. Like I see this guy being more affectionate towards you. He's gonna show how he feels about you, but you are very picky too. You are
Yeah,
very difficult. You
like him. Yeah, I
have a
really
difficult
like.
time.
Oh, he's very interesting person, and I was kind of looking to spend more time with him on a date, but he didn't make any moves for now.
But
You know
wait,
what?
you're going to see him though. Is he further away from you?
No, no, it was just a delay with my circumstances. I was supposed to see him in July, now in August, and it's not a date, it's just something more professional. And that's why I was thinking, well, maybe nothing will come out of this if I'll see him again. I don't know. That's I wanted to have a real date, to spend one-on-one time with the person to get to know him.
Yeah. I is he shorter than you?
No, he's tall,
Because all right,
tall
because
than
I'm
me.
seeing a shorter gentleman around you that is pursuing you, that is going to pursue you.
Maybe it's my ex, that ex, he texts me, emails me. I really don't care about him. He
Yeah.
he emailed me yesterday
It,
again.
yeah,
I
it
don't
might be somebody else, but I do see somebody coming in for you. You don't want to go after somebody that's not interested, that it's just business. But I see a man like being very affectionate towards you, being romantic, trying to really get your attention. And he is shorter. He's going to be a little bit shorter than you.
know. So it's not that man that I will see in August because I I had hopes for him. He's a very interesting person.
Yeah. I don't think he's on the same wavelength as you. And I don't think he's given you that inclination that it was going to be romantic.
So he is not interested in me, right? Romantically.
Wait, listen. Did he ever give you an inclination that he wanted to be romantic with you? No, right?
He is flirting.
Yeah, but I don't think he ever gave you that inclination that it was going to be more than that.
No, he
Yeah.
didn't.
I think this is more that you thought, like, I think you're taking this out of context with him. That it was never going in that direction. It was just business. But there's somebody else coming up.
Hmm.
You see me?
It's not because he's kind of he's a little bit more overweight and he's about the same height as me, but I'm not really interested in
It
him.
may not be him. It may be somebody else. I see somebody else that's coming in. Don't think about it anymore. Don't think so hard. Just let it happen.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Thanks,
Okay.
Nice
Ann.
talking to you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Thank
It was
you.
really nice talking to you. Thank you, Taryn. Thank you. Bye.
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 Taryn, did you see that message in our group?
We're here. This hey ladies.
No. A
Oh.
text.
Oh no, I didn't see it yet.
Oh, okay.
All right, ready?
Yes.
Do you need a minute? Who is it from?
No, I forgot.
All right, I'll look. All right, ready?
Yes.
Miss Katie.
Miss Katie, how are you?
Hi, I missed you.
I know I miss you too.
How are you?
What's going on, honey? What's your question?
I just want to know
I
if
gotta tell you,
there's,
it's going to get better for you.
is it?
Yeah.
Okay, because that's what I've been thinking about a lot.
Okay. Is your husband wait, somebody's looking to leave their job or not happy with their job or having an issue around a job?
Would it be the spouse or one of my children?
I'm not sure. I think this might be spouse. And so I keep seeing pregnancy.
Oh,
So
okay. Well, I know it's not me.
all right, but I keep seeing a pregnancy. You're going to hear about a pregnancy. Somebody's getting pregnant. Da, da, da.
That's gracious.
Okay.
Yeah.
How soon is that?
I don't know. I'm just seeing a pregnancy, so you'll hear about it soon enough.
Okay.
Yeah. So I do finances are getting better. I know something's going to be changing around somebody's job. Um, also, wait, there's something. Did somebody have an issue with their car, or with payments, or something around it?
That is so funny because something happened today, actually, that I just found out through my spouse. The car is being taken back from him. He's been making payments on it. We just found this out today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's going to get better. I just feel like, something bad happens, something really good happens. So,
Mhm.
yeah. So, this looks like this just happened. So,
Yeah.
it's like, it could be fixed if you wanted to.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. But somebody is correct. I actually see it getting worked out somehow, or trying to negotiate something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but everything looks good for you.
That's good to hear.
But I'm
Thank
sure
you.
money is going to get better. I just want to tell you that.
Okay. I've been worried about that lately.
Yeah, I know, like all of us. But I know, like, this is especially on you. But I do see money coming in for you. Do see money coming. I know, because there's been heartache around the home.
Yeah.
Did you see
It's been
that?
a lot.
I blocked him already. How is
Yeah.
he still getting in?
Oh, it's some idiot that lives in his mommy's basement.
Sorry, I deleted it.
Yeah.
All right.
I see, like, a lot of sadness around the home lately, and I just feel like a lot of tension, just worrying.
Yeah.
But I feel like somebody's got to work a little harder or put more effort.
Mm-hmm.
All right, somebody's not putting enough effort into this.
And family-wise, children or relationship?
Relationship.
Okay.
You get me?
Got it. Yes, I do.
All right, doll. Listen, it was so good talking to you. And we
Nice
talk
talking to you too.
on Facebook all the time.
I know.
Thank you. You're always so supportive. I love you.
Yeah.
Miss
You
Katie.
too. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. All right. You ready?
Yes.
Lori, how are you?
Hi, Lori. How are you?
Welcome on the show.
Good.
You were on before, right?
Pardon?
Were you on before?
I have talked to you several times on your channel. Yep.
I know. I knew I recognized you.
Yep. I
How
have
are you?
moved, and I'm just wondering if I can handle the move. Am I in a good place?
Let me just see. I just almost feel like I don't like change. I feel like you're going to be aggravated, but you get used to it.
Yeah.
Um.
Well, losing my family home was rough.
Yeah. Don't worry. I just feel like because it's not how it used to be in your house, but you are going to be fine. I see more hallways in this place.
Yes.
There's like a lot
Yes.
of hallways. And that's
Yes.
what's throwing me off, and that's what's throwing you off, because all the hallways. It's not like open space, like you used to more open space.
Right.
And, yeah, so that's it. You will get used to it. Don't worry. In the long run, it's better for you, because that was more headaches. That was more headaches.
Yeah.
There was so many problems. Was there a fire in that house, or?
The one I used to be at, yes.
Yeah, because I see, like, there was so much, like, damage that kept happening. This needed to happen. You needed to change your space where you're going to.
Right.
Saying this is the best thing you could have done. That was turned into a money pit.
Yes.
I know it's like family, but sometimes we have to let go. And once you open up, like when we do moves, change jobs, have breakups, it actually lets in good luck, good energy, fills that hole. So you're about to embark on a new life. We just got to get
Awesome.
use those halls. I'm like walking through a lot of halls. I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah. Around the corners and around and around.
I feel like I'm like going through hallways. Like everything is a hallway.
Yes. Yeah. That was hard to get used to.
Yeah, exactly. Isn't that crazy?
All right.
That's remote viewing. That's like, I put myself into a place where I could see it, and I'm seeing her hallways. Lots of hallways.
That's,
Yeah.
that's cool.
All right. Thank you, April.
Coming on.
Thank you.
Yep. Bye, Karen.
All right. Bye-bye. Thank you. All right. You ready?
Hello.
We have 3 people, so
Go ahead. Yeah, because wait, what time is it?
it's 9:30.
9:38. 9:38. Don't mess me down. Yeah. Hi.
Hi, Mary. How are you,
Are
babe?
you comfortable?
I'm laying in bed.
Terry, remember one time I remember doing a live, right? And the guy comes on. The guy has no shirt on. He's sitting back looking on his couch. And I'm like, hey, Joe, you want me to get you a beer? No.
I took my pants off. I'm kidding. I'm wearing pants. Hi, Terry.
Okay. So wait, did you move or somebody just move away from you?
Not that I can think of.
Okay, I see. Or I'm cutting
Not that I know.
wait, or I'm cutting off people.
I am?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
Oh,
who
yeah,
else am I
absolutely.
talking to?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Somebody away.
I'm sorry.
I said the cutoff was somebody far away.
Okay, that could be it. The distance, because I actually see another person too. There's going to be 2 people I cut off. Let me see. Yeah,
I know
you totally cut off communication with this person.
Oh, okay. I think I know who you're talking about.
And is this a breakup?
No. Well, unless it hasn't happened yet.
Wait, why? I can't hear
Or
you.
your phone's muffled, honey.
Yeah.
Oh, I said unless it hasn't happened yet. Not that I know of.
Okay. What's your question?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. And when you keep moving the phone all over the place, it's like we can't hear.
Oh, sorry. It's like slipping. Yeah, I absolutely cannot think of questions. I do this every time. It's
Yeah, because I want to keep moving on to different people. I want to get as much.
oh, yeah.
I feel like with that person that like you cut off, I feel like there was a lot of secrets that came out about this person. A lot of shit came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah. So this really hurt because this is like a long friendship, right? A long time knowing this person. Yeah. So it was very hurtful. But now you move on with your life. But I just feel like you keep lately you're finding out a lot of dirt. A lot of stuff is starting to surface.
Yeah.
And your past, it keeps popping up, like people from your past or hearing things about the past. And it's like, it's hurtful.
Mm-hmm.
But don't worry, this is your fresh start. You get to start, fresh. Also, I see some type of celebration coming up. So I don't know if somebody's birthday, anniversary is coming up. And this might be around job. I think that there might be another job offer or promotion for someone.
I mean, for me or like someone.
I'm talking to you.
Oh,
so I'm not talking to anybody else. Yeah.
Well, I have a yearly review coming up, and I better get a promotion.
Well, so that's what I'm telling you. So you let us know when you get the promotion. But all right, doll, thank you for coming on.
Thank you. It's nice meeting you.
You too, sweetie. Bye.
All right.
Can I tell you something? Like, you see, like when you tell, like people don't get it right away when you're talking back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why gallery readings are very difficult to do. You know.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, I bet.
oh, it's horrible. Like, and you have to really have to navigate, and I have to actually have a talk with people before going on and start reading to say, listen, you might have psych amnesia. I might say a name. They'll get stuck on that name. Like I try not to say names because they'll get stuck on it. They're thinking it's the dead. I'm trying to think of the dead person. No, I always tell them it could be somebody live that's around them.
Yeah.
And I do that during my readings during the day when I'm doing one-on-one. See, it's easier then because it's just me and them. But when I'm doing a group, I have to go through, and I'm like, there's a Michael around them. Then they'll get stuck on the Michael. They will not their brain will not work. And after they think about it, and I'll go on to somebody else. They're like, oh, wait, Michael was their brother,
Yeah.
So I was doing a gallery, right? And I'm standing in front of this guy. This guy's in the front row. And I know I'm with him, but I want to talk to everyone. So I said, I keep picking up a father figure, a father that passes. And I feel like he worked on cars. He's a mechanic. This guy's, and I know I'm with him, but I'm not going to, I said, I'm going to keep direct because it might be for somebody else. So then I said, who's Bill or William? He starts crying. That's my dad. Da, da, da. So we're going back and forth, and I'm bringing up more stuff that he can validate and everything. So finally at the end, I said, do me a favor. I said, tell me what your father did. He worked for GM building cars.
Well, there you go.
And I said that. He goes, well, he's not a mechanic, but he did mechanic. I'm like, forget it. I'm like,
yeah. I mean, I get it.
That's what makes it difficult because I'm out there. So they're so stubborn. If I don't tell them exactly, yes, he is a mechanic. He worked on cars. I said it.
Right. Yeah, they're looking for those key words and those certain words and stuff like that. And,
yeah. You come on. I'm in another realm.
I think a lot of it is that people automatically think you're connecting with people that have passed away, right? So,
well, it could be both. No, his father was passed. I was connecting with him, but
for Mary, for example, like you were saying about a promotion or something coming up, and she was like, for me, because she was probably thinking
for somebody else.
Yeah, or she thought maybe it was like she's like, for me, or somebody had passed away. I think you know what I mean. Like I don't know if she was.
I get it. Yeah, it's hard. I know, and sometimes I'm all over the place, but I have to try and explain to them. That's why I try not to give names unless I feel really strongly about it,
right?
Because I don't want them getting stuck on it. Then I will give it after I make the connection with them. Like, I see this man that worked on a farm, and he's like, oh, that's for me. And I said, would you take the name Tom? And they're like, that was their name. So I try to hold back on names because people will start freaking out and like.
No, I get it.
Shut down.
Listen, you don't got to swim me. I think you're awesome.
I love you.
Oh my gosh, look. She just said it. Here she
okay.
Stuck on the celebration because 2 people are leaving my office and having their going away party Friday.
I see 2 people leaving. I said.
You said there's 2. You said there's 2.
Yeah.
So there, you saw it. That's funny. That's awesome. Right there's the affirmation. That's like the validation, right there.
Yeah.
Because at first while you're sitting there, you're thinking like, okay, but maybe we're not connecting. But then she's like, oh my gosh, So that's pretty cool.
No, but there was still somebody else I do see that you had an issue with, and you found a lot of dirt, like a lot of secrets came out. So that's true too.
Yeah, you were picking up on that, all of it.
I think I got everything right there, Mary Ruth.
All right, are you ready for your next one?
Yeah, sure.
Stacy said you nailed it.
Where's Stacy?
He's Talik.
Oh, love you, Stacy. I can't wait to talk to Stacy. I heard so many great things about him. Oh, okay.
Yep, there it is.
Okay, there's a lot of secrets. There's still more coming out.
There, so that's good. So you nailed it with Mary too.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Christine, welcome.
Hello, Christine.
Hello.
Christine, I know you, right? Do I know you? Have I read you? Have I read you live? No?
Nope.
I think a long, long time ago.
See.
Oh, I stand corrected.
All right, let's see. Anytime, Mary Ruth. Anytime, Dollface.
I don't really know what I wanted to ask, but I'm going through a lot of things right now.
Okay. Yeah,
Um,
you are having an issue with somebody too. You are having a big issue with somebody, correct?
yeah,
Somebody causing you a lot of problems.
yeah,
They're like being very spiteful and they're watching everything you do. Almost to the point of stalking. Do you understand what I'm talking about?
yeah,
Am I correct on this?
yeah,
Yeah. I know you're trying to save money too to get free. Like you're like, if I save up enough money, if I do this, I'm gonna leave and be free. Or leave them and be free. Get rid of this person. I see you very this sadness around you, just like loss of this could be people that are still alive, but loss around you, a lot of loss, and just betrayal by people too. There's something over paperwork you have to sign or something coming up. Do you know what I'm talking about?
yeah,
Can you validate all this? And the issue with this person?
yeah.
Yeah. I don't like this person. Why are they like watching everything you do?
I don't know. A lot of hatred right now.
Yeah. Yeah. They're like out to get you. Right? They're like trying to you know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, it's somebody that's trying to hurt my family, yes.
Yeah, I know. They're like stalking. So either stalking social media, stalking physically, watching what you guys do. It's really like really. And does the paperwork have something to do with this?
No, that paperwork doesn't, but you're right. I am signing actually our passports tomorrow.
Okay, okay. It's something else too. Let's see, wait. Something else too, paperwork, and it's not in a bad sense. I don't know if it has to do with property. Do you own or rent?
Own.
Okay. Were you looking to buy something else or move?
No.
I don't know. I see something about around property, sign paperwork around property. Do you have big piece of land?
No.
Because I
You
feel
better
like,
look into that. That could be a good thing.
no. I don't know. There's something around property with you. So I don't know if you sell a portion of the property or buy other property or buy like a condo or something like that, invest in something.
That makes sense. My husband's talking about buying property in West Virginia.
Okay. Thank you. I'm not crazy.
No, you're amazing.
Yes. I mean, I'm not trying to go there, but he has been talking about it.
Okay, this is good. It's actually good for you. It makes sense. Okay. He's smart. He's very smart, your husband. I like the way he could be the way he thinks. I like the way his mind thinks, your husband. The way he puts things together. He's got like a brilliant mind, especially with numbers, like putting numbers together. He's very good at this. I know sometimes he could be unemotional too. He comes off as unemotional. It's just that he's always working with his logical side of his brain, and that's what he does, and he's good at it. So I do see, like with him, like the money flow, money will come in with him. He's smart. Listen to him. So also let me see. Somebody's having issues, female issues or hormonal issues, like pain in the stomach or ovaries, something like that.
Me.
Oh, okay. You're okay. Don't worry, you're okay. I don't know if this is like a cyst or something. It's something small, something fixable. But that's why you're feeling pain. Do you know what I'm saying? But you're going to be okay. But and you have luck around you, so you're going to be fine. And let me see. Do you have somebody that's going to school, a child going to school, somebody training in something or getting certified in something? Learning a class?
Huh? What was that?
Somebody taking a class or something?
Myself.
Okay, because I see celebration around like passing this or getting through this. So congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, doll. I hope you enjoyed that. Oh wait, I'm just trying to see. I'm just reading the comments. I hope that helped you and answered your questions.
It did. Thank you.
All right. Nice talking to you, Christine.
Thank you.
Again, I knew I recognized you.
Bye, Taryn.
Bye, honey. Small world. I actually grew up with her.
Oh, a long time ago. I just remember the faces, because I used to.
I grew up with her. I've
I
known
did
her
this for
since.
so many years, my show, and I haven't done it in so long. And I want to start my show again, doing the readings, the live readings. I've just been so busy. I'm like doing readings like all the time now. Like I open up my calendar even more that I'm like, all right, like at some point I got to sleep.
Yeah. No, she's awesome. I've known her probably more
I
than
like
half,
her. I like
more
her.
than half of my life. I've known her.
Yeah.
We known each other all through school, but and we've remained, acknowledgeable of each other's lives, through Facebook, and we still have a lot of the same mutual friends. So she's always been an awesome human being to me. You know what I mean? I've known her for a long time, so that was cool that she came on, and I didn't know that you had read her before at all.
I don't remember what the reading was. I just recognized the face. I don't remember any of my readings, and I remember like when I'm like, why can't I remember what I say? And it's because you know why? The information that I receive is not mine, so it doesn't stay in my brain. While I'm talking to somebody, I'm receiving the information. And then it goes right out, but I can't remember, like, because people. I'm telling you, I could read something 2 weeks ago, and I won't remember what the reading was about.
Yeah.
All right, listen, we could take one more.
Okay.
And I guess finish packing.
This is one more. This was Natalie. She was the last in the row. There is somebody else that came on, and had been there, but Natalie.
Yes, hello.
Hi. You've been so patiently waiting back there, dear. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for the opportunity.
Absolutely.
So I have a question about my career, if you have any insight on the direction of it.
Okay. I just feel like you're going in two directions.
Yes.
It's like going in two directions and the opposite. Oh, every time I go forward, I go back. I don't know if this job keeps pulling you back.
Yeah.
Do you kind of like work? It's almost like if I work, but I also feel like I work part-time, like, or an added part-time job to this.
I have my own side business, and then I teach on the side as well.
Okay. I know I'm trying to make a decision on. Let me say, please. The teaching you really love.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like it's bringing in enough money.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like, do I keep doing this? It's something I love, but it's not bringing in the money.
Right.
Listen, if you stick this out a while longer, you can make more money with it.
That makes sense.
So you're going to have to kind of sacrifice the time. Like, I'll tell you, like, I do this full time now. This is my job. It's my business. pay taxes on this. I get beat up with these processing fees, let me tell you. But I started out, I worked my 9 to 5 job. I used to work for the police. So I worked, 9 to 5, worked for the police department and doing this on the side. And I said I kept building up my clientele until it was so busy that I can quit, and just do this full time. And that's what you have to do. You put the time in, because I see it. It's not bringing money, but this is what you love doing. What you love doing. The other job, I just feel like I'm always trying to balance things there. It's never steady how can I explain this? It's not like an even flow at your job.
Yeah,
I always feel like it's like, I don't know what today's going to be like. It's just always craziness around you.
yeah.
Yeah, and you are so looking to start over. And I
Yeah.
do see with your own business. Did you also have a falling out with somebody, or somebody recently left you, or cut ties with somebody, or I feel like there's a or a breakup or something. I feel like I think it's a male too. And I feel like this is good because I don't particularly like this person. And this could be work relationship too.
Okay. Yeah, nothing comes to mind, but yeah, I mean,
I don't trust. It's like a male that I don't trust.
well, I don't necessarily get a good vibe from the main boss at where, like, my 9 to 5 job.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I like him either.
Yeah, I feel like that job is like sucking my soul.
Yeah. He's not creepy to me, but it's just his energy, like meeting him.
Yeah.
It feels like he's sucking the life out of me.
Yeah.
And he kind of enjoys it, and he likes to intimidate people.
I could see that.
Yeah, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And that would be difficult to. It almost makes the job difficult to be at because of this, because of his presence, the energy he gives off to the people.
Right.
He's condescending.
I could see that.
And he looks down on people. He really does. I don't like that. But I know you worry. Like I know you worry about money too.
Right.
So are you married now?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have children?
No.
Do you want children?
I think I've missed the boat on that one.
I was 38 when I had my daughter.
Well, I'm 41, so I mean, I've gone back.
Hey, I've known people that are older than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. You might have had issues with pregnancy.
Yeah, we tried. It just didn't.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm sorry about it. You get to travel. Can I tell you something? Listen.
Hey, fur babies.
Oh, I got 3 fur babies.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna tell you. My daughter, I had her in private school since she's 3. Up into high school was $150,000. I kind of roughly added it up, and now in college. So I will be doing this for the rest of my life and dancing from poles. And I'm in debt.
OnlyFans. Put feet OnlyFans.
And I'm in debt 30 years after I'm dead. So
right. So fur babies do sound good.
Fur babies and adoption.
Yeah, we've thought about that too.
Yeah. No, travel.
Yeah.
I would try. See, I've never had kids. I chose not to, but but I got fur babies, and they kind of bound you too. You never know it. But
oh my God! Like I have a dog, and we can't go anywhere. You can't go anywhere. You can't leave the dog because you feel so bad. It is a child.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. They would probably sell.
Oh, I'm like, I'm not sitting it. I'm just reading everything. Oh, hey, Nazrin.
Well, are you ladies going to the New Jersey
Harry
show?
and I'll be there.
Yep.
Okay.
Karen's
So
gonna be there.
I'm
They're
a
making you
vendor.
work, right?
I'll be a vendor there. So I
Oh,
was
cool.
really looking forward to going to Gettysburg, but we have another show this weekend. So we went last year. It was a blast.
I'll be doing readings at New Jersey Para Unity.
Oh, good, good.
Yeah.
Well, I'll come over and officially introduce myself to you.
I know. I can't wait to meet Natalie.
Yes. Well, thank you so much. I
Sure,
appreciate
and
it.
don't worry, you got this. You totally got this. I know it seems a little rough now, but it's going to get better.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right,
you guys. Have a good night.
Thank you, Natalie. I'll see ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, that was good.
That was good. That was great.
Yeah, there's somebody else in the back, but I'm not quite sure what's happening there. So
We haven't solved any murders. No, I'm kidding. Oh, Terry.
yeah. So quick questions, when did you start having your gift?
I'm sorry, I was just reading.
Yeah.
This started when I was 4. I think around 4ish. And what happened was we moved. I was born in Hoboken, and my mom moved us to what I like to call the country, Little Ferry, New Jersey, because back then it was country, there's cows and stuff and everything. Anyway, so one night I wake up and my dad's at the foot of my bed, and I'm like, yelling for my mom to come into, like, what's going on? And I'm screaming for my mom. Mom comes in, and I'm screaming, Dad's here, Daddy's here. My dad died 2 years prior to that.
Yeah.
So this is when
That's so cool.
that was it,
He opened up the floodgates for you.
He opened the floodgates. I haven't seen him since. I know, isn't that crazy?
That's amazing. That actually it is crazy. Like, why would he do that and then never come back and say, hey?
I know. I think because like I said, it will hurt you. It'll affect you mentally. It really will. It would mess me up because this is, your father, and
Right.
Yeah. So it's different when I do for other people, getting the information, and I can, I take my emotions out of it. I try to I know they're asking about recordings. John Edward. No, Zach, like if I record readings, I do allow it. But remember I was telling you, John Edward said not to let people, he stopped doing that because
really?
Because people were chopping up the readings to make it sound like there's idiots out there, like that will do stuff like that.
I didn't see the recordings comment.
No, Zach Monroe.
Oh,
but yeah, I would allow that.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to feel the person out.
So you would.
Yeah.
Yes, she said she would allow that. Somebody said you were Tony, my sister, with a long AH. She said you were born in Frank
Sinatra's. That's right.
Frankie's
my mother knew Frank Sinatra. Well, he was a kid then, but knew the mother too.
Oh, I'm going tomorrow night, which is why I'm not making it to the bash tomorrow early night. Rob got me tickets to go see Frank Sinatra Under the Stars.
Oh my god! I would have loved to have seen the Rat Pack together.
Oh, me too.
Oh my god, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis.
No, I had tickets to go see Frank Jr. and
oh my god!
And on tour he died.
I didn't realize he died.
Yeah, Frank Jr.
Oh man!
I didn't get to see Frank, so I was like, okay, next best thing, I'll see Junior. He passed.
That's
and then he dies while he's on tour.
Hoboken's also the birthplace of baseball. Baseball was started in Hoboken.
Wow. Lizzie asked, do you just let spirit come to you, or are you drawn to anyone?
Well, when I'm out and about, I don't think of anything unless I have to I have to intentionally zoom in on something or want to connect. But while I'm walking around doing things, I don't allow it. I'm in normal mode, hanging out with friends and everything, unless I physically just zoom in on something. I will zoom in to see if I can pick up something about something, but I don't do that. So yeah, so if anyone's looking for a reading, you can go to intuitiveapril.com.
Yes. I'll put that up. Hold on.
I meditate, yes, every day. Hello Darren. It's yeah, meditation is key. It's very important to build up your psychic abilities, your mediumship, and you have to do it all the time. Even if it's 10 minutes, you start out with 10 minutes. But this is how we connect to the higher realm. So once you master, and I can't explain it, how it feels, because you have to feel it for yourself when you make that first connection, when you meditate. Like, there's all different types of meditations I did. I used to do the guided one, but I found what works best, because meditation, you have to learn to quiet your mind. You have to learn to be able to meditate in the middle of traffic, because you have to quiet your mind. You're making connection. And I find that you have to do it anywhere. Well, if you do this work, you have to learn to do it anywhere. Because I have to do readings when it's loud or people talking, a bunch of people around me. I have to learn just to focus in on that one energy. And when I started doing that, just like with just background music, but still learn to quiet my mind, I would get more information. I remember I was doing a reading for this woman right before I went on to talk to her, and I connected with her husband right away, like within seconds of going into meditation. And then I remember him saying he gave me a really important thing to say to her. And he says to me, tell her I love her to the moon and back. And, that's a typical saying and everything. But the whole thing is, this man, while I'm talking to him, he wasn't the lovey-dovey type. And he was actually kind of like an asshole in life, because it was his type of sense of humor. So I go on with this woman. I start doing the reading, and I said, listen, I know your husband's not to say I love you. He's not mushy. I know if I met him, I would think he was an asshole. And I think people all perceived him that way, but he was misunderstood. But he's telling me to tell you he loves you to the moon and back, because he kept saying, just say that to her. It turns out she starts crying. She just she takes this picture off the wall. She had that saying that she just put up for him.
Oh my God, that's awesome, April.
But this is a guy that would never say anything like this.
Right. All right, hold on a second. Are giving some readings too hard for you?
No, not really. Not
Yeah.
really.
You usually have. Yeah.
It depends on the person.
Who is your reading? Shut the hell up.
Kerber.
I'm not a celebrity. I hate you.
I love them all. I'm trying to. I don't know who is my favorite. You would know it.
I mean, oh God, it's hard, right?
I
mean, Dave Schrader's amazing.
Yeah, he.
I love Dave.
I gotta tell you, and Mustafa from Ghost Hunters 2.0, is a blast to hang out with. Yeah, he is so.
I was somewhere where I investigated with him. We really didn't get much interaction.
Yeah,
but
it's so funny.
Really?
Yeah, he is so funny. We had a blast. It's funny. We were doing an event for Ray Flumeri Promotions in I think Berkeley Plantation. So I'm with the group, and I'm telling everyone, I see this man coming in, and he's like chasing this little boy. Like, I think this man watched over this little boy, but he was a worker. And I'm explaining to people what I'm picking up. And the door opened up by itself. So we go back to listen to the recorders. As the door's opening up, you hear, "Get out."
Nice.
But the door opened up by itself. Mustafa now brings in his group. We leave to go somewhere else. The door didn't open, but they got the same EVP. Get out.
Wow.
So crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then the door opened.
And for us, the door opened. The
Yeah.
door opened, and you hear, and then get out.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I love that shit though. I love EVP.
Oh, yeah.
Tony says, has a reading ever scared you?
Oh, I think so. Wait.
I can tell you what something. I mean, I know she's my best friend, but there was one thing that happened one night on a live. I had her on one time, and I go back to that and I watch my face. You can see it in my face. You can hear it in my. I mean, like, I was totally somewhere else. April was somewhere else at the same time when you picked up on my friend Max.
Oh, that was insane.
That was very intense. That's like, I've never had that experience.
I actually, that's when
I never had that experience before. That was crazy.
Oh,
because my heart was pounding. Like, I could feel it. I knew before.
It was like in a trance. Like,
it was like before you started to like say something, I knew that's who it was. I just, as soon as you started doing this, I was like, oh my God, it's Max. Like, I knew it. And I was like holding my breath, waiting for whatever he had to say. You know what I mean? And that's something that
I was actually taking him in, and he was like talking through.
I felt it. Like, I felt it. It's insane.
I've had that happen to me a few times. It's not scary anyway. Like, it's like almost I kind of step away from myself and let them do the talking.
Yeah. That was intense because the message wasn't very positive. So I debated
whether telling his wife.
Yeah, and I never did, because it wasn't anything that would make the situation any better. I want her just to what happened was hard enough, and then to like say this is what Max, you know what I mean? Like, I just kind of
that was difficult. You know, I sometimes, like, almost all the time, they like to walk me through to show me how they passed away.
Yeah, I would.
And they go into great detail.
Yeah.
And I always apologize to people. I'm sorry. This is how they're starting me out. They tell me.
But you know what? When you did that, you did that. You had no idea where that was going.
Oh no. I had
no idea.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you're like, you said, I taste gunpowder.
Gunpowder and blood. I was tasting gunpowder and blood. Then all of a sudden I am this person now. I am letting them speak through me. It was so eerie. And I remember looking at my hands, and they're not my hands. And
because you were looking down, you were looking
down.
I
was looking at my hands.
And I remember you backing up. And it was on a live, so people can watch it.
I have to watch this again.
Yeah, it was, but you could see my face. I'm like this whole time. I'm like, like, I wasn't breathing. I was totally wherever you were. I was. It was weird. I never
that
had
was
that
crazy
before.
I'll never forget that. Oh my God.
Yeah, and you know, and it was one of them things where, even though he was a good friend of mine, I don't go around telling people about it because. And there's nothing on Facebook, you know what I mean? For but I don't go around telling people because he committed suicide. And that's not something that you run around and
post it,
talk about. You know what I mean? Like, and it was a very difficult situation, but it was crazy. As soon as you started talking, and it was another show where you were coming on to do readings, not for me, and you just were like, hold on a second. You're like, there's something, coming through. And I've never had that experience before. I was very grateful for that, even though the message was, that's not your fault. You're just saying whatever it is that I
don't remember.
He was saying that he regretted what he did.
Oh, well, you know what? It's kind of,
I knew that.
Yeah.
Not because of him.
especially because he did it where the kids are, where the wife is. Oh my God, the wife's gonna find me. Like, this is like, why did I do it here? Like,
Yep.
yeah. He regretted because I screwed up everyone's life. Like, you kind of, when we do this, it affects people. Don't realize how many lives this is going to affect.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and that's the thing, and that's why I knew, like, that's why I knew that what he did. Now, it sounds crazy and hypocritical because he's a police officer,
yeah.
and you would think police officers have the
No, they don't. I work for the police.
but
What these guys go through,
you have no idea, like, it's crazy. But aside from that, Max, he did. I mean, he had what doctors now were looking at would be postpartum for men.
yeah.
Regardless of him wanting, to have, they fought to have kids for 3 years. They didn't think they could have kids, so they
Yeah.
got 2 horses. They had horses instead.
Yeah.
And then she wound up getting pregnant with twins.
Yeah.
And they were happy as anything. He killed himself after they were 5 months old.
And you know what? Can I tell you something? This was not planned out.
Nope,
This was
it was
a
not.
split decision. In mere seconds, like, this just popped into his head, and he did this. Like, that's why when he did it, I was experiencing this, because I have left my body after he does this, and he can't believe I just did this. I didn't mean this.
Yeah.
I didn't mean this.
I totally, it makes so much sense. I mean, when we look back, because he even, like, was refusing to help her with them. He wouldn't hold them. He wouldn't do anything. He picked up extra hours at work. He was because he wanted, and he started he was drinking, and after 3 or 4 months, and I never told you this story, April, so here it is.
No, yeah.
4 months into this cycle of not helping her. Now, these are twins, and twins are difficult, but 4 months into not helping her, not wanting anything to do, they came to head, and she said, listen, if you don't stop drinking, this is it. Like, I can't do this anymore. He said, okay, stops drinking. A week into being sober, he says, can I help? Can I hold the babies? He starts holding the babies. He starts changing the babies, starting to be involved, right?
Oh, man.
Made a mistake of going to a barbecue. And he went to this barbecue at 12 o'clock. His wife said, the next time she saw him was 3 o'clock in the morning. And somebody was dropping him off. She didn't know who it was. We learned from talking to people at the party that he left at about, I don't know, I can't remember exactly the time, but it was later on in the evening. Attempted to drive home. He was drunk. Attempted to drive home. He got in an accident. He didn't hit anybody, but the Jeep went into a medium, and he hit a sign in the middle of the medium, and then hit a parked car and kind of parked his car. There was a police officer there, saw it. They were going to, he's a cop, right? So, they're going to,
I've worked with police officers. This happened too.
But apparently he got
yeah
belligerent. So they had to take him to the police station because of how he was being.
Yeah. And you know what happens when it ruins their career.
So who does he call? He doesn't call April. He calls his chief or lieutenant, one of them. They picked him up. According to the lieutenant, he was driving him home, and he said, listen, don't worry about work. We'll fix this. We'll take care of this. We'll make sure. But Max was drunk, and I think he thought he was going to lose his job. I think he thought he was going to lose his family, because she had told him, like, this is it. You either get sober or we're leaving you,
Yeah.
I think he thought all these things. And I think at that moment, alcohol, if you already have depression and you have this,
alcohol's the worst thing to take.
It makes it way worse. You think there's no way out. And I think, April, I 1000% I am with you when you say like this was a spur of the moment thing. Most suicides are spur of the moment. They're not
Yeah,
planned.
this was not planned out at all.
So, you know, she 5 months old, twins, you know, and you know, it was just a bad thing. And you know, my father passed away. He was a police officer, and I expected a lot more with his funeral and stuff like that. But because it was a suicide as opposed to being killed or died any other way, you know, it's taboo. So you don't get all of that respect. And I couldn't believe it because I'm like, a brother's a brother, you know, blue,
Yeah,
is blue.
absolutely.
Like
Yeah.
it shouldn't matter, you know, you can't put mental illness down like that. You should still be supportive of the family. You should still be supportive of because it's not her fault it happened. You know what I mean? It's not
Yeah.
the baby's fault.
Exactly.
But it was very different than what I mean. For my father, there was a police car parked out front for 48 hours.
Yeah.
They didn't.
Well, I'm sure they did that there because they do it to all. Because you know why? They usually do this for a lot of people. Because
they didn't do it. They didn't do it for them.
They really didn't do
They
that.
didn't. April, I'm telling you.
No, I'll tell you the reason why they do that. They because this is horrible, but people go through obituaries to see when the funeral is, and they'll target that home because they know nobody's there. So they always put a police car in front of the house.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like and that was the first time I ever witnessed anything like that. Now she's a huge advocate for police officers and suicide now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She's been on ABC and everything, and she's a huge advocate for it. But
yeah.
But that was a great reading. That was
intense.
It really was. And but it was one of them things that, like I said, I've never that's never happened to me before, you know, and I just like to say these things because you're one of my best friends. So I don't want people to think I'm just talking out of my ass because you're my best friend. You know what I mean? Like, when you come to me with things, there's a lot of things you don't know about me. You know what I mean? So and that's nothing against our friendship. I mean, it's
we
just
don't go deep delve into stuff. So
yeah.
All right. You know what? I'm kind of all right. Yeah, let's.
I know. Yeah, we'll keep talking forever.
I have to. You know what I got to do? I got to shower and put my tan lotion on. Fake and bake.
That's better than, you know.
Ernie. Oh my God, Ernie and Denise, we are going to see you this weekend. I am so excited.
I'm excited about this weekend.
This is going to be a great weekend.
It is. Despite some people being there that I don't. But it will be. Totally.
Hi,
April, as always, you were amazing.
Have me back on again. I love doing this. I love being with you. I love your people.
I love when you come on. I mean, you totally, like, you know, I love it. You were great.
I'm backing up my book now for Gettysburg. Hey, guys, I'll be doing readings at Gettysburg.
Yeah. There's a Peach.
Hi, Lauren.
Lauren saying, hey, ladies, looking forward to seeing you guys.
The beautiful Peachy Peach.
Yeah, she is. She's a good one.
Yeah, we're going to have a gang war. Ernie, I am so friggin' in.
Yes. Are we the Jets? When you're a jet, you're a jet. Remember that movie?
Oh my God, now I'm going to watch it tonight.
West Side Story.
One of my favorite. Maria.
Oh, yeah.
I just met a girl named Maria. Oh my God, I love that movie.
Yes, Grease. Alita. I love you, Alita. I miss you.
Alita.
I'm one of her wifeys.
Sexy picture.
What happened?
Glasses. That's a good picture.
Yeah. I'm one of her wifeys. I say I'm number one.
Number one wifey?
I'm number one wifey. I love Gettysburg.
Oh, I love you too, wife. All right, listen.
Look, it is the bash after all.
Oh, yeah. Oh, throw down.
All right.
My horns are up already now.
Oh boy.
Look, I'm taking my jewelry off. Look at this. I'm like, dude. I'm like,
you ain't kidding.
So I'm undress in front of everyone now.
Can I ask you one more question?
Yeah.
And then I'll let you go. Do you pick up what crossed over pets may have to say?
All right. So like that's not my thing. Not that I love animals, but I will tell you I was doing a show live. And I do, yes, I do pick up pets. I'm doing a show live, and I actually saw a cat walk across my desk. And I said, it was calico. I said, did somebody just lose a cat, a calico? And the woman that came on, she's like, her her cat just
Baby.
passed away. I know, but the cat showed up.
That's so
Sometimes I'll have dog. I love the dogs because the dogs will like snuggle up against my leg. But I've had a big German Shepherd come between my legs and stick his nose up here. I mean, I know you guys can't see it, but it's the ghost dogs. They're so cute.
Aw,
It is cute when they come through.
I
But
bet.
yeah,
I bet.
listen, I think the reason it's not my thing and I don't like to do is because they're like children.
God, I don't know if I could do it. I
It's
have
too heartbreaking
I
because
have such a connection with animals,
I
and
know
think,
they are so loving, so pure, so
Mhm.
innocent, like a child. Like like when I do readings when it involves a child.
Yeah, I
Like,
bet. Yeah.
so doing that all day long with the animals, even though it's beautiful messages you get from them, it's I can't. I can't.
This is how. Can I tell you how crazy I am? Before I came
You
on
know
here,
you're crazy.
I know I'm crazy, but I'm gonna make it certifiable right now because this is gonna be on my live video. So anybody that wants to go back and say, "Yeah, she is," watch this. People will believe it. People will believe it. So I get home and I'm outside. I have an up-ground pool, and I see this bug in my pool, like frantically, like
Oh, dear.
drowning. I couldn't find the skimmer. What do? Jumped in the pool with my uniform on from work to get this bug out of my pool because it's drowning.
Aw, that's sweet. I would do that.
Rob's like,
If you come in my house, you are enemy and you die.
no, see, I
And
save it. I get everything out. Like
you
I
getting
save
you getting hairsprayed.
flies. I save flies. I throw flies outside.
No, they're enemy number one in the house.
I can't kill anything. Was that no? It wasn't that bee. This was another one. This was another one. I did save a bee once, and I actually think I got a thank you from the bee, which is weird, but I did.
Oh, yeah, you probably did. Sorry, guys. Here I am. Woohoo! No. I dropped my cross.
Oh no.
It came off my while I was taking my chain off. My husband had this made for me.
Oh, that's pretty.
I know. He's such a great guy. I love him.
Yeah, so I'm crazy. I can't believe I jumped in the pool with all my clothes on to save a
But
bucket.
that's what a loving, beautiful person you are.
Rob's like, you're crazy. I'm like,
You're
I
gonna
know.
get scared. Save the bugs.
Yeah, right. All right. I'm gonna let you go. I know you got a lot to do.
Yeah,
We're getting ready for
we
the
all
bash.
do. We all do. But guys, I thank you for coming on. Thank you for like the audience that came for readings. I love doing this. I just spit my tongue. I miss doing this. I want to get back to it. I'm just tired. Like
Yeah.
after I'm done
Well,
reading.
we're very busy. I think it'll slow down in the winter. You know what I mean? But right now, it's like everything's so.
Yeah. Well, I gotta stay busy to make money. I gotta pay college. No.
Yeah.
All right. Love you. I will talk to you. Bye, guys. Thank you. Good night. I will talk to you tomorrow.
Good night. I love you.
Love you more. Infinity.
Infinity.
Bye.
All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna head out. I will be live this weekend during the bash. So if you don't come, I will be doing my Gettysburg day trips and going through the park. Whoever I take through with me, I will go live and we'll go on a live together. So check out Paranormal Brew this weekend because I will be live from the bash. I'll be speaking at the bash Saturday, 5:30 with a panel of amazing people. Make sure you check it out. And make sure you tune in next Wednesday. Next Wednesday is the 19th. I don't have my book in front of me, but I'll be live next Wednesday. I'm booked up until September. So I'll be looking forward to seeing you guys come on. Thank you so much for joining us. And I will see you guys later. Keep brewing.